When it comes to job interviews, we all know the importance of making a great first impression and showcasing our skills and expertise. But what about the things we shouldn't say? The phrases and topics that can immediately raise red flags and cost you the job you so desperately want. Let's explore what not to say in a job interview to increase your chances of getting hired. We've all been there, sitting across from the interviewer, trying to answer their questions to the best of our ability, hoping to make a good first impression. But sometimes, in our nervousness and attempt to be honest, we say things that can be major turnoffs. Talking negatively about previous employers or coworkers, revealing too much about your personal lives, and showing a lack of enthusiasm for the role can be a major mistake. And let's be honest, it's not just what we say, but also how we say it. Our tone, body language, and attitude all can give away our true intentions and motivations. Many candidates think that being brutally honest is the way to go, but trust me, it's not. Sharing your gripes about your previous job or complaining about the industry can come across as unprofessional and negative. And what about those generic responses that don't really answer the question? The ones that start with, I'm a hard worker or I'm a people person. Not only do they not add any value to the conversation, but they also make you sound unprepared and unoriginal. Another common mistake is to talk about what you can gain from the job rather than what you can bring to the table. It's not about what the company can do for you, but for what you can do for the company. Focusing on the benefits, the salary, and the perks can make you seem selfish and uninterested in the actual work. Let's not forget about the oversharers, those candidates who reveal way too much about their personal lives, including their medical history, their family drama, or social media habits. One of the most critical mistakes, however, is to sound unprepared and uninterested in the company or the role. If you can't be bothered to research the company's mission, values, and products, why should they bother to hire you? Showing a lack of enthusiasm or passion for the industry can be a major turnoff. And let's be honest, it's not hard to spot a fake. So do your homework and show the interviewer that you are genuinely interested in the company and the position. One phrase that really gets under my skin is, I don't have any weaknesses. Come on, we all have weaknesses, and denying them only makes you sound arrogant and unself aware. Not only that, but it also shows a lack of willingness to learn and improve. A much better approach is to share a weakness that you've actively been working on, along with the plan to overcome it. This shows that you're proactive, humble, and committed to personal growth. However, I don't recommend saying, I have a weakness for showing up to work late at times, but I'm working on it. Instead, think of something you have a weakness to that has to do with work. For example, I tend to be overly critical of my own work, which sometimes slows down my progress. To manage this, I've started setting more realistic goals for myself and seeking feedback regularly to ensure I'm on the right track without getting bogged down by perfectionism. This demonstrates that you're aware of your shortcomings and are taking concrete steps to improve, which is always a positive trait in any professional setting. I once heard of a candidate who showed up to an interview with a pet bird on their shoulder. Yes, you heard that right, a live bird. Needless to say, they did not get the job. While this might be an extreme example, it illustrates the importance of boundaries and professionalism in a job interview. You want to stand out for the right reasons, not because of your strange interview techniques. Shockingly, a candidate once told me that they were looking for a job because they wanted to get revenge on their previous employer by stealing their clients and poaching their employees. I mean, what? Really? Needless to say, that interview ended very quickly. The point is, certain topics and phrases are absolute deal breakers. and it's important to avoid them at all costs. Now let's recap. What not to say in a job interview is just as important as what you do say. Remember to avoid negative comments, overly personal information, and generic responses. Show enthusiasm for the company and the role and highlight what you can bring to the table. And most importantly, be professional, humble, and authentic. Thank you for watching. And if you've got any crazy interview stories, share them with me below in the comments. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more job interview tips and tricks. And don't forget to subscribe.